back-to-back meeting. One is on the issue of the reconstitution of the Human Rights Commission, State Human Rights Commission. We had the privilege to decide on that. Another one is the other part, very important meeting, which is the meeting of the Select Committee. A Select Committee who is mandated as per the provision of the Meghalaya Lokayukta Act 2014 to select search committee. Now you are aware that the Meghalaya Lokayukta Act 2014 is a culmination of long drawn engagement and demand on the engagement, or rather engagement on the demand of the people. And the culmination of this long drawn engagement, keeping in mind the need of the ombudsman with the sole intention of ensuring that the whole affairs of governance is somehow regulated by this authority and therefore act as a deterrent from any tendency which has been part of the whole, I must say, what we have seen in the past is that there has been concerns about lack of transparency, the issues of corruption in public life by people occupying the high offices. So therefore, this desired need, long-drawn demand, and that is how Meghalaya Lokayukta Act 2014 came into. So we have tried to see that it becomes operational. The legislative exercise has been completed. Subsequently, appointment of the chairman of Lokayukta. Obviously, it was also a difficult exercise because the chairman has to be a retired Chief Justice. And to get a retired Chief Justice of a High Court or a retired judge of a Supreme Court was a difficult exercise. Nevertheless, this exercise as a culmination of the endeavor post enactment of the Act has come into being. But one more important thing that we must know is that this whole exercise is also being monitored by the Honorable Supreme Court of India. And Meghalaya as a government is also responded because we have not been able to constitute the full body of the Lokayukta as per the law, as per the mandate of the law. Now, the Select Committee is chaired by the Chief Minister, and also members are drawn from the opposition, who is represented by the leader of the opposition. In present case, it's me, and the Speaker of the Legislative Assembly. The Honorable Chief Justice of the High Court. So you can understand, the whole intent of the law, why members have been drawn from all the different pillars of our democracy, including again independent members, not independent members again usually nominated by His Excellency the Governor. Now, our intention is to ensure that this particular body reminds people who occupies high position in public life that there's a law and there's an institution which has been mandated by law as per the demand of the people, as per the aspirations of the people, to look into any omission or commission or any alleged corrupt practices, which includes even the office of the Chief Minister, meaning it includes even the CEO of the state, your top political executive of the state. And we have made it abundantly clear that our intention was in sync with the aspirations of the people. Now here the issue is that today's meeting, I have expressed my concern that while the state has been responding to the whole proceeding of the Honorable Supreme Court as one of the respondents, And the Supreme Court has, in its earlier judgment in the month of October last year, indicated that the state government must complete all the exercise to ensure that both the judicial and non-judicial members, in addition to the chairman who has been appointed, must be completed. You are sitting more than 1 year after that. That is a concern. That is a concern. So that demonstrates that, okay, we are not so serious to fulfill this requirement, to ensure that this Lokayukta is placed in a position with a complete mandate that is there as per the mandate of the law, and ensure that the whole mandate of the law is operationalized. That gives a wrong perception to the people about the intent of the government, and therefore it is a matter of concern. Government has to be very serious to ensure that the mandate of this particular Meghalaya Lokayukta Act 2014 is operationalized in letter and spirit. That will go a long way in ultimately instilling a sense of responsibility with probity amongst all concerned. And that is what is needed, because there are lots of allegations of corruption coming from all corners. You are also aware that some have petitioned the Honorable Lokayukta with an alleged instances of corruption in respect of some schemes implemented by Garhwil's Autonomous District Council. We are all privy to that news. And there are many other such instances where there are indications that rampant corruption is going on with complete impunity. Now, why is this happening? Because there seems to be, some kind of no sense of fear for law, because the existence of these laws notwithstanding, the actual enforcement of the mandate of this law are yet to be seen. Therefore, any law which is in place after the whole legislative exercise, their efficacy and their effectivity, once is seen by people, then it will act as a deterrence. That is the purpose of the law. Therefore, to ensure that this law acts as a deterrence and ultimately create an enabling environment to have a corrupt-free governance, we must ensure that this mandate of the law is operationalized in letter and spirit without delay by having so many excuses. That is precisely why Honorable Supreme Court has made the state respondent, and that is a concern.
So